Well, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first down. He's into the open down the middle. The 30. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Washington. He'll pull it down and run. They're working that left side. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
14 and 0.
Coming out with it, it's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds the big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hand off to Jones. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Skips away from pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepting, the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Overton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Clark. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to throw on first down. looking to scramble. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to pass, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Might be changing the route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete on the comeback. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
And the Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. This time he's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to change this route. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Jacobs. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And off to Jones. To do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. place rocking. The crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Overton. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it. End zone for the touchback. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Cochran. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down. Clock's running. To throw. It's Washington. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Let's go! Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cochran. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll immediately call timeout. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Gonzalez. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Washington. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quick handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. With the catch, it's Denmark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got his man quickly. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. May not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Overton. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Jacobs. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. from the gun. Running back gets to give.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive,
turning it on! A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith takes the handoff. Creates a little space. Turns it on down the left side. And he's swept through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got a man. It's Jacobs.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the grab. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a shot. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. He kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Overton. It's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on second down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sends it back in motion. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you'd love to see that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's probably not where the hole was supposed to be.
No, that's not where it's supposed to go. You want to run the ISO in the middle of the field, downhill. All the guys are set up to run that play downhill too, so when you bounce it out wide, a lot of times those angles aren't set up on the outside, and the play was dead from the beginning with that inside penetration.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a crease to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is